Damn, thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true.
Hello, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Today, we are talking about the 2024 KBS Song Festival outfits. This video will only cover the day 2 of the event, which consisted of the performances in Korea. I already did a video for the Japan performances outfits, so you can watch it if you haven't. But, in this video I'm going to be talking about the red carpet and performance outfits from the day. I'm going to comment on the outfits, I'll be giving them a rating from 1 to 10, and when it's a group, I'm going to be ranking the outfits. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into the video. Disclaimer. I am a fashion enthusiast and I studied fashion design in university, however, fashion is subjective. What I might think it's pretty, someone else might hate it, and it's completely okay. This isn't meant to be taken too seriously and I'm only doing it for fun. I'm only talking about the outfits, not the people wearing them. My thoughts on the clothing are just that, on the clothing, so I hope no one misunderstands it. So many people attended the ceremony, and I can't possibly talk about every single person that was there, so forgive me if I didn't mention your faves. I also can't possibly extend on every single look because otherwise we would be here for hours, so I'm going to be short when it comes to talking about each one. But without further ado, let's begin. The first artist we have is UNIS. The girls wore these all-white outfits, and the color palette is very simple, however, the look is everything but that. I love how their stylists didn't necessarily choose groundbreaking clothing pieces, but instead took advantage of the layering and the silver accents in the pieces. I love how they added a furry element in all girls' outfits because that adds so much to the look. The accessories were on freaking point. I love all the necklaces, bracelets, belts, gloves, and boots. I love how almost all the members have interesting hairstyles and some have hair accessories. The only thing I don't really like is how much the girls blend with their backup dancers because they are also wearing all white outfits. I'm not that familiar with the members, so for multiple times in the performance I was confused about whom the singers were and who the backup dancers were. I don't think it's bad that the dancers match the girls, but something to clearly differentiate them would have been great. 9.5 out of 10. Next, we have S, and the girls wore almost all black outfits. This is a huge group, like 24 members are on stage performing, and giving equally individual outfits that still match and look cohesive as a group to so many people is something I can't even imagine to do. The girls were separated into 3 sections, with each one having different key elements, like the white trim skirts, the plaid skirts, and the 2-layer pleated skirt. I like how some elements vary in the look, but the skirts and knee-high boots are always consistent. Some members have white tops in their looks, and I don't hate it, but I also think a couple more having them as well would have been better. Most of the girls are lacking in accessories and interesting hairstyles, however, I completely understand they don't come from a big company so they probably don't have a huge budget, and on top of that, they have to stretch it between so many members. This is also their first performance of this scale as a full group, at least I think so, and I can only hope that with more time and experience their outfits will get better. 7 out of 10. Also, I would 100% rank all their outfits if there weren't so many members, sorry. Next, we have ONEUS. The boys wore these all-black outfits that are, more or less, your stereotypical K-pop boy group look, however, that doesn't mean it's a bad look. I really like how the stylists played with layering, especially in Xian's outfit, the addition of leather elements, and all the accessories they had. The performance theme was spies, so it makes sense that the stylists chose these clothing pieces in an all-black color palette. I really like how all the members have different harnesses, some even with silver dangling elements, since that FOF sure elevates the look. Some outfits also incorporated some props that not only were cool, but also makes the look more interesting. The only thing I would change is to add more silver sparkly elements to the look, so the boys would stand out more while performing. 9 out of 10. Next, we have BADA. For her performance, she wore this look that consisted of a full sequin dress with matching sparkly boots. I personally don't love the silhouette of the dress, especially the tulle part. However, I can put all that aside because of how shiny the whole thing is. Since the first moment she appeared on stage, her outfit looked stunning, and this is how you make a look for as big of a performance as this one is. She didn't have many accessories, only some long earrings and the knee-high boots. However, her look is impactful enough on its own to not need that many accessories. One thing I do wish was different is her hair. Because the neckline of the dress is pretty high and it's long-sleeved, having her hair up would have been the better option. 9 out of 10. Next, we have CRAVITY. The boys went with a very punk-inspired look, and not only I love it because it matched the arrangement of the song so well, but it just fucking love punk fashion. Most of the color palette consisted of mostly black and white, but the bits of gray and red were so nice. Not only the layering was done so well in this look, but I also love how their stylists mixed simpler clothing pieces with more statement pieces, and I absolutely adore the different types of plaids. The accessories were also so amazing. I love all the belts, gloves, necklaces, chains, pins, and we even got one hair accessory. I love how all the members had some type of silver bits in their look, because they shined so well while they were performing. Their styling team absolutely killed it by giving each member an equally unique and perfect outfit. Obviously this is a 10 out of 10. Some members also performed with BADA, and for that, they wore these all-white look. The outfits consisted of simple suits, nothing too crazy, but I love how their stylists gave variety to the look with some members different length jackets and shirts. Some members had some silver elements that complemented each look, and as a whole the boys didn't look bad, but this was a pretty simple and forgettable look. However, this wasn't their main performance, they were just accompanying BADA, who was the main performer in this instance. 6 out of 10. Next, we have Kiss of Life. The first look we have is this almost all black one. This performance had a slight Michael Jackson inspiration to it, so the outfits were different girly and modern takes on the classic suit and tie MJ look. The color palette is very simple, but I love how their outfits are made in velvet and on top of that, have a bunch of sparkly details in them. I'm obsessed with Belle and Julie's outfits taken a classic button shirt and tie, like it's so creative, looks so cool and it's still on theme. I love how each one of the girls has a completely different outfit that still look good when they all come together. The silver jewelry they have is amazing, and it goes so well with the sparkly details in the clothing. I wish the girls had more interesting hairstyles, like only ONEUS is the one without her hair down, but it's not like it ruins the look, because this is still a 10 out of 10. The second look the girls wore was this amazing white one. The girls are wearing either a combination of a top and a skirt or a dress, both so good. The all-white color palette could have been boring if not for all the rhinestones in the look. All the girls' outfits have so many little bits sewed into them that are so good, but I especially love the hanging ones. I also love how the look has some bits of a shiny satin-like fabric and lace. The accessories are amazing, and the girls aren't even wearing a ton of them, like most of it's just jewelry, but they are so good and perfectly complement each individual outfit. I also absolutely love how all the girls are wearing different hairstyles, and on top of that, some have cute hair accessories. I don't love how the boots the girls are wearing are black, my personal choice would have been white, but it's not like it ruins the look. 10 out of 10 for sure. Then, we have their third and last look of the evening. The girls wore these gray cargo pants with black tops. The pants are technically different, but they are so similar that it looks like the girls are wearing the exact same ones, which isn't bad, but it is kinda boring. However, I do like how all of the tops are different, and I especially like Natty's sparkly marine serre top. Accessory-wise the look is fine, I like the bits of jewelry they have, and the gloves, belts, and boots they wore were cool, although I do wish they had more sparkly elements. I like how ONEUS has her hair up, but I would have loved for the other girls to also have an interesting hairstyle. As a whole this look isn't terrible, but isn't great either. There's just not much to remember about it, and honestly I can't complain too much after the two amazing looks they gave us, plus, this was a collab stage and they weren't the main act. 7 out of 10. Next, we have P1 Harmony. For their main performance, the boys wore these outfits. I'm not really a fan when each member in a group has a completely different outfit. There are still elements in the look that tie each look together, like the color palette and overall vibe of the look, so it's not like it's a messy look. I love how the look has plenty of eye-catching elements, but I especially like the prints, textured fabrics, and pops of colors. I love how each member has plenty accessories, and it doesn't feel like the stylists were afraid to give them to the members, and that absolutely makes the look better. One thing I find a bit funny is that all the boys have some sort of rich mobster vibe going on with their outfits, and then there's YOUNGJI. He doesn't look bad, and it isn't like he doesn't match the members, but his look just isn't giving the same vibe. As a whole, this look isn't bad, but it's also not my favorite P1H look by any means. 8 out of 10. The boys also performed with the singer YOUNGJI, whose outfit was actually pretty sick, but that's besides the point. And for that performance they wore these amazing black and red suits. I love how, because YOUNGJI is the main performer and is wearing red, they mixed in some red aspects in each outfit, matching YOUNGJI, but still establishing that they are the accompany act. Giving suits to a male group is very predictable and can easily become a boring look, however, their stylists killed it by playing with prints, textured fabrics and color blocking. I'm especially obsessed with YOUNGJI and Kiho's printed suits, like they are so sick. The boys aren't wearing many accessories aside some belts, ties and dainty jewelry, but this is totally the look that is perfectly fine on its own with just the clothes. 10 out of 10. Next, we have KEP1 The girls wore these all-white outfits, and I'm a bit conflicted about this look. Half of the girls have amazing outfits, and unfortunately the other half has some pretty boring outfits. Most of the clothing pieces in this look are way too simple, but some members' looks are so much better because the accessories are on fucking point. This for sure is the prime example of how accessories can make a look so much better, and I hate how it looks like effort was put in some outfits and not in others. However, I have to say that I do love how some outfits have sparkly elements in them, and like I said before, all the accessories are so fucking good. I love how almost all the girls have different hairstyles, and on top of that, also almost all the girls have an amazing hair accessory. 8 out of 10. Next, we have BOYNEXTDOOR. The boys wore these mostly black outfits, and I really like them. The clothing pieces chosen for this look are so good, almost all of them are statement pieces on their own, but no only that, the layering is also so good, like I love how all the members have multiple tops and jackets in their looks. The prints are amazing, especially the ones in the pants, and I like how well they spice up the look. The boys aren't wearing that many accessories, only a couple of belts and chains, but they are all really nice. The only thing I don't like about this look is how there isn't anything super eye-catching in it. The color palette is mostly black, and I do love the accents in orange and red, but that isn't enough. There isn't anything sparkly or any textured fabrics, just anything that makes them stand out in such a big stage, and I hate that. At times the boys feel swallowed by the huge stage, and I really think their stylists did them a disservice in that sense. And the look is so fucking good, but I unfortunately can't look past it. 8 out of 10. Next, we have YOUNGJI. For her solo performance she wore this look. It consisted of a purple halter top, a tight sequin brownish skirt, purple leg warmers, and white boots. It's nice how the top has some sparkly silver dangling bits around the neckline. I really like how the skirt has a long part that matches the top, and I love how the leg warmers perfectly match the top as well. The skirt being in a sequin fabric makes it so when she's on stage the skirt shines so much, and I absolutely love it. I'm not the biggest fan of the color palette, but that's just a personal preference because I can totally acknowledge that it's not bad. I wish she had her hair in a different hairstyle than just having it straight down, and I for sure wish she had more accessories, especially jewelry. But as a whole, this is a pretty good look. 8.5 out of 10. Next, we have NCT 127, and the boys wore these black and white outfits. They are very basic silhouette-wise because they are essentially just pants, collared shirts and jackets. However, their stylists killed it by adding certain things to the look, making the whole thing so good at the end. The color blocking in the jacket, with the black fabric and the white trimming, is so amazing, but all the chains and silver bits in them are also so good, and I really like the walk printed on the back of the jackets. The pants also having a bunch of silver details is incredible, but also the accessories are really nice. I love all the belts they wore, the harnesses were really nice, and the scarf hanging from the pocket is so cool. When it's mostly an all-black look, I usually like for the outfits to have some sparkly element, but in this instance it really isn't necessary because the accessories just do it on their own, and like this is how you make an black and white look interesting, a ton of accessories. 10 out of 10. Next, we have aespa. The girls wore these amazing black and white outfits that are so fucking cool. The black clothing pieces are very simple, mostly just black pants, but the white clothing pieces is where it's at. Not only they are interesting design-wise, but all of them being printed is amazing, and the actual design of the print complements the black pieces so well. I love how all of the girls are wearing pants, because not only they look cool, but it's also way more comfortable for the girls to perform in pants, and I love it when stylists do their job right. The girls had some accessories, not a ton, but the ones they had were nice. I do wish they had more jewelry, like chunky silver jewelry would have been amazing, and the look is definitely lacking in that aspect. I like Ning Ning's hairstyle and Winter's bob is always iconic, but I wish Karina and Giselle had better hairstyles than just having their hair down. As a whole this look is really good. 9 out of 10. Next, we have ENHYPEN. The boys wore these all-black outfits. The color palette is simple, but I love how most of the clothing pieces are denim, and all of them have these washed-out look to them that makes them seem like they are more gray than black. Basically all of the pieces were super simple, but I like how they were styled and the layering element is so nice. The boys didn't wear many accessories, aside some belts, chains and rings. I like how some clothing pieces had silver details that matched accessories, but I wish they had more, especially sparkly ones. I really don't hate the look, but it's too dark, and paired with the dark stage and dancers who also were dressed in black, it's just too somber. At the beginning of the performance, the members had these amazing leather trench coats and sunglasses that were giving major Matrix vibes, and I absolutely love it. It's actually a crime that they only wore them for like 30 seconds in the intro, especially because it made the look more interesting and they could have taken them off at some point of the performance, but not the beginning. 8 out of 10. Next, we have IVE. For their performance the girls wore these stunning blue outfits. The baby blue shade of the clothes is so pretty, and complements the girls so well. At first I thought the girls were wearing dresses, but upon further look, I actually think they are all wearing tops and skirts, but either way, the craftsmanship of the pieces is absolutely amazing. Some of the clothing pieces have pretty simple silhouettes, but that doesn't matter one bit because all the ruffles, sequins, appliques, rhinestones, pearls, and tons of more things, make the pieces so fucking eye-catching. The way the designers mixed in multiple different fabrics so seamlessly is amazing, and I absolutely fucking love the shiny, almost water-like, effect that all the clothing pieces have. I love how all the outfits are different when it comes to the silhouette, especially in the neckline and skirt, but the design of them is completely gorgeous. The stylists not only put a lot of effort into the clothes, but the accessories were also amazing. The off-white boots are so nice, and I especially love the blue details they have. The jewelry was also so stunning and perfectly matched the clothes, and most of the girls just had their hair down, but I love all the hair accessories. The performance had a water theme, and the outfits match perfectly that. This look is just so amazing, like I have absolutely nothing to complain about, and obviously, this is a 10 out of 10. Wonyoung performed with Gina Sean, and for that performance she wore this all-black outfit. The look consisted of a tight mini dress with thin straps, knee-high boots, and gloves, very simple. She didn't wear much jewelry or accessories, and I think this look needed more of them. Her hair was down, and I don't hate it, but I for sure would have liked an interesting hairstyle so much more. The whole outfit isn't bad, and of course she looks gorgeous, it's Wonyoung for God's sake. I also totally get that she wasn't the main artist of this performance, but I for sure think they could have given her a better outfit. 7 out of 10. Next, we have NCT Dream. The boys wore these outfits, and look, I absolutely love NCT Dream. They are my favorite NCT unit, and NCT as a whole are my ults. However, this is so fucking boring. The black pants, white shirt and black tie combo is something so simple and extremely forgettable. It has been done a million times and there isn't anything interesting about it. The bomber jackets they had on top are nice. I like the blue pop of color, but they are nowhere near nice enough for it to salvage the look. The boys had some chains and belts that were cool, but also not enough to make this good. The only accessory I do really like is the lace and sparkly cummerbund they all have. I am aware that these outfits are a version of the outfits they wore during the smoothie era, but those were boring, and this are boring as well. I know for a fact that NCT Dream's stylists know how to create a good look, so I don't know what the fuck happened this time. 5 out of 10. Next, we have I-DLE. The girls wore these super cool all-black outfits. I really like how all of the clothing pieces within all the members are different, like no one is wearing the same thing. However, everything is still cohesive to make them look like a well-balanced group. The color palette is simple, which is why going with a leather fabric was smart because it spices up the look. I also like how the design of the clothing pieces is interesting, and the layering aspect of it also helped a bit. I would have loved for the look to have sparkly elements, maybe in the silver accents of the clothing pieces or just the fabric having sparkles, but just something to make the look pop more. I like the accessories the girls wore. The simple silver jewelry was nice, but the boots, gloves and belts were really good. I also like how some members had other accessories at the beginning of their performance, and I understand why they took them off, but still, they were nice. This look is really good, not my favorite by any means, but the girls looked amazing. 9 out of 10. And last, but certainly not least, we have the performance collab between Mark and YOUNGJI. They wore almost the exact same look that appeared in the video, but with some slight changes. Both wore long black coats, white collared shirts, black ties, black bottoms and black boots. I love how their outfits have the same key elements but are different at the same time, not only YOUNGJI's coat being longer and in a different fabric, but also Mark wearing pants and YOUNGJI shorts. The color palette is very simple, but it's clear the stylists had a specific concept in mind, and the look is far from boring because of the accessories. I love both of their sunglasses so much, love YOUNGJI's leg warmers, and Mark's gloves and boots that are neon green, which I can only assume is meant to represent NCT. I also love how YOUNGJI's hair was styled. 10 out of 10 for sure. We had a lot of looks to talk about in this video, and I have to say that the majority was really good, even better than in day one actually. I like that we got to see a bit more of color on the Korean leg of the event, but still, we got a bunch of black and white outfits. Now, for best dressed, I have to choose IVE. The water theme with the gorgeous blue outfits was so good and the girls look drop dead gorgeous. This look isn't only amazing but it has actually become one of my favorite looks of the year. And for worst dressed, I have to choose NCT Dream's outfit. I love the boys so much, and their performance was amazing, but these outfits are so fucking boring and forgettable. That was everything for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you agree with my opinions and which was the best and worst dressed in your opinion, but as always, remember to be respectful. I'm currently working on multiple videos, and I'm beginning my end of the year wrapped series, so stay tuned for that. If you want to keep up with when I post, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to see more of me you can follow me in my Instagram account. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.